Welcome back to Channel 64. In the last episode we built this tree with another portal inside of it, and we built this little tourist center over there, which means that this island is almost finished. There's just 2 spots left, and we're gonna fill them today. So let's start with this one. We're just gonna build something there, and we're gonna talk about it when it's done. And that's that build finished, and you might have noticed something. It's a bit different from what you saw at the end of the time-lapse, because once I was done building it, I looked at it, and something felt wrong. And I was looking at the build right here in front of me on the server, and at the reference picture that I took from my creative world, and I really liked the picture, and I really didn't like the build. But, and I'm very serious here, block for block, they were exactly the same. Even each little bit of vine was exactly in the same place, but I didn't like that one. So yeah, I changed the top part there, made it out of dark oak, and it works a lot better. At first, I have to admit, this build was designed with dark oak on top, but it didn't feel right with that build that we built last episode, with like dark oak on top, bricks and granite for the walls, and like the only difference at that point was basically jungle wood versus mangrove. It was the only difference, so I really wanted to keep them, you know, just have their own unique little aspects to them. And that way I think we still get a nice feel for the top, making it out of mangrove. It works right. Anyway, enough rambling, let's head inside. Bye people. Let's head inside to show you what this build's gonna be for. So that's the first floor. And that's the second floor. So they're empty. Of course, you might have noticed that bit already. The reason is very simple. This building here is gonna be an art gallery. So I'm gonna hire a bunch of local artists to give me some art, and I'm gonna make an exhibit out of their hard work. So towards the end of the episode, we should have this place here full of cool looking art. So on that note, we are gonna build the second build for this episode, the one that's gonna come right here. And that one is very special. It's gonna be a PFC. As you know, I'm part of the board for this great business, and I don't have a PFC yet on my islands. So yeah, that's the best spot for that. But the brand for PFC doesn't exactly fit with the feel of the rest of the buildings around here. So let's go ahead and visit an actual PFC just to analyze how it looks and how we can incorporate things and how we can just make some adjustments to make it work here. So this here is the very first PFC. That's the one that got everything started and that laid the basis for our brand. So we can see that it's a white building with a trim of deep slate tiles at the bottom. So for the deep slate tiles, it's gonna be super easy. We already have those. And for the white building itself, I don't want to go for something made out of wood. I'd rather have something made out of a white stone, so calcite and polished diorite will probably be the best fit. Now for the door area. The big red P and the glass doors, they are fantastic here. You look at that and you think, I want chicken, and you come to the door and it's just very welcoming having a glass door. But for a more high-end restaurant, that doesn't work as well. Like, the concrete is a bit too bright, and the glass doors, you want something a bit more intimate. So what we're gonna do is kind of mix, well, we're not gonna do either of those, but we're gonna mix them together and use mangrove doors. They are the most beautiful doors ever, so it would be a shame not to use them, especially since it fits with the color scheme. For this side over here, yeah, we're not gonna have garbage cans. Now for this pillar here, I really like it, but spruce won't be the best fit, so we're gonna switch it with dark oak, and we're gonna make it a bit thinner because the building's gonna be smaller, so it's gonna feel a bit more balanced like that. I really like these windows here, these super tall windows, and I love the awnings on top. So what we're gonna do is make these windows, but make them a bit wider, and we're gonna keep the awnings, so like with the red above the window and the white on the sides. That's gonna be great. Now that big tiara for the Princess Club, don't even think about it. We're not bringing that back home, it's not gonna happen. But we will bring these red pillars here, just not made out of concrete because it's a bit too bright and it won't fit with the vibe of the area. We can though make them out of mangrove and it's gonna be absolutely splendid. So this is perfect. We got a plan, so let's get building. And I'm very happy to welcome you to ye old PFC. So I've already explained the thought process for the outside, so let's just head inside. First of all, we have this little podium where an host or hostess can guide you to your table, and we have an open kitchen plan. I really like that. Feels very classy in my opinion, and we can meet our kitchen staff named whatever, it's not important, they won't come up later. Here we have the dining room with some bright red tablecloth for our tables to keep it with the theme. And yeah, it just feels so posh and rich and fancy and classy. I love it. I especially love those window seats where you can just, while you eat, you can look out and admire the canals and all of that. It is fantastic. I really like it. It's a premium dining experience in my opinion. Now something else has changed with the base. We got a bunch of new happy guests floating around the place. Where are the other ones? They're probably hidden somewhere. We got 4 happy guests in total. They were gifted to us by P-Port, who needed some happy guests for something that I think turned out didn't work. So yeah, I offered them a way out, and I'm gonna buy out these happy guests. They're adorable. I want them floating around the place. It's just so cool. So let's head over to P-Port's base so that we can pay them a little something just as a thank you. And here we are. This is Sweetberry. That's P-Port's western town. It looks absolutely beautiful. So let's go and find a place where we can leave them a little gift. So 4 little diamond gas for 4 happy gas. I think that's a good deal. And for the art gallery now, we have one of our wonderful artists, Harrington. Hello.
Harrington?
Harrington, yes, that's your name now, I guess.
I do have beautiful hair.
Harrington.
I heard you needed painting, so I took up a new hobby.
Can you talk to us about your art, or are you the kind of artist who doesn't say anything?
It's just visionary, you know. I saw this and I wanted to make it into reality. I might even build this. Look at this, beautiful.
Absolutely, I love it. I love it. And I see you keep painting it. You still have your brush and all
yeah,
that?
you know, little yeah, there's little smudges and stuff.
Well, thank you for contributing to this gallery.
Absolutely.
Your diamonds are on the way.
I got diamonds? I just wanted to do art.
Not diamonds, but like the thank yous, the thank you notes. It's a diamond ink, a diamond colored ink. I call them diamonds, but they're thank yous.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, I didn't really consider. I've kind of grown attached to these. Do I ever get them back, or do I just get a visit, or? Yeah,
you can come here for free to visit them. Yeah, and I can take pictures of them and send them to you if you want.
Oh yeah. Okay, I like that idea.
Great.
Like on a postcard or something.
But Arrington is not the only artist who has gifted us with some fantastic creations. We have a few more. So we got this one here. It's called Sleep. And it's by someone anonymous. They didn't want to identify themselves, but it is absolutely beautiful. We also section things off a bit just to make it a bit less overwhelming, I guess. Here we have Harrington, or Harrington by his artist's name. His two paintings. They are, again, absolutely beautiful. And up here we have The Dark Side of the Moon by Oliver. And I really love this one. I have no idea what it is. And that's absolutely perfect. I love it. And on the second floor, we have nothing, but don't worry, I got some plans. I'm gonna have my own exhibit up here, and it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. It's gonna be great, but it's gonna have to wait for another episode, because that's gonna be it for today. So thank you so much for watching. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't try to kiss you, I'm sorry. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day. Bye bye.